An alleged plot to kidnap an Iranian activist in the U.S. as well as 3 people in Canada is coming to light this morning. Authorities in the United States have charged 4 people with ties to Iranian intelligence. Magda Gabriselassie joins us now from Washington on this story. So Magda, what can you tell us?
Well, it sounds like a movie plot, but investigators say it is all too real. So U.S. authorities say they uncovered this plot to kidnap a U.S. activist and author and former journalist as well, and forcibly take her to Iran as well as others. 4 people have been charged. Iranian nationals have been charged in this case. Now, as for the alleged victim, Reuters identified her as Masih Alinejad. She's a journalist in Iran, but she now lives in New York, the state of New York. She is also very vocal. She's a human rights activist. She has spoken out against the Iranian government many times, and apparently she was being followed and watched for some time. There was also apparently a live feed outside of her home. Now, as for the plan, apparently the plot was to kidnap her, forcibly take her to Iran, but there was another plan before that, allegedly, to lure her to a 3rd country and capture her there. It's said that relatives of hers were offered money to help out with that plan, but refused it. Here is more from Alinejad. She posted a video on Twitter.
نزدیک 2 هفته است که پلیس جلو در خونمه. وقتی هم رفتم گفتن برای چی؟ گفتن ما اینجاییم که از تو مراقبت کنیم. با FBI هم حرف زدم، اونم همینو گفتن.
Assistant Director of the FBI Counterintelligence Division, Alan Kohler Jr., said this in a release yesterday. We will use all the tools at our disposal to aggressively investigate foreign activities by operatives who conspire to kidnap a U.S. citizen just because the government of Iran didn't approve of the victim's criticism of the regime. Now, I have also reached out to Iran's UN mission in New York to comment on all of this, and I'm waiting to hear back.
And now, in terms of the accused, Magda, what do we know about them?
So we know that there are 4 of them. One of them is an Iranian intelligence officer. The others are alleged members of an Iranian intelligence network. And essentially, they're based in Iran, but if they're caught, if they're found guilty, they could be facing life in prison. Now, there is a 5th member that has been arrested, charged as well in California. Now, this is somebody that is accused of providing financial services in support of this plot. Now, there's one other interesting note. Investigators say that there were other targets in other parts of the world as well, including 3 Canadians. But at this point, we don't know who those Canadians are.
Thank you for this, Magda. Magda Gabriselassie in Washington.